Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. This is the 35-liter transit travel backpack from Wandrd. How good is this travel backpack, you might wonder? You're gonna find that out in today's video. Can I pack this bag out for a 15-day trip over to Croatia? 15 days in one 35-liter bag. And you're gonna come on the trip with me to see how actually functional the bag is. Does it fit under the seat? Is the storage and organization worth it? Is the ruggedness stand up to the test of time on an airplane and then back and then across to 3-4 different locations while we're over there in Europe? Is it comfortable? All those things we're gonna answer in this video to make you a more formed consumer, because I personally spent $356 on this bag setup with the packing cubes. Did I get ripped off? Maybe, probably, who knows? I can't put a value on that money for you. There are three main things that travelers care about when purchasing a bag: cost, airline compliance, and function. Within function, we have storage and organization, capacity, comfort. So that covers a few things. First, we must pack. Now, I chose to get the overpriced packing cubes for $84. 2 days later, they went on a summer sale. $39. Like just a straight up punch to the gut. This is insulting. No compression on this one. Wandrd, we can just don't include it. I'd rather just not have this. Just these two, that's all I need, okay? We're gonna put this main packing cube to the test, all right? So first, feels, yes, nice pull, zippers, high quality, like the outside mesh, has got a nice little carry handle, and then in the back, nice little feature, you can kind of stuff dirty laundry in here. So we have one pair of pants. I'm gonna wear a pants on the plane. We'll pack one pair of pants. We have 3 shorts, kind of athletic wear shorts. They can double as swimming shorts also. We have 3 kind of walking everyday shorts, a little bit nicer. 8 shirts, mostly tees, some a little bit nicer than others. Let's see if this fits. That is packed out with the compression, all right? So the compression is zipped up and packed out. You saw how much I fit in there. That is nice. I do love to pair up the packing cubes with the actual bag you buy, because usually they fit very nicely in there. You can see this one kind of drops down to the bottom, fits really nicely in the bag. Medium packing cube. 5 pairs of socks, and then 6 pairs of knickers. The compression piece to this, boom. So we see the packing cubes fit really nicely nested in there because they're from the same company. So usually how that works out. I like the mesh in front so you can kind of see what's in there. On this side, I like this mesh net organization pockets, all right? So up top, what I like to do is keep things that I might need during and on flight, because this is gonna be easy access. Open up the zipper on the top, and then this is open. I'm gonna probably throw a snack or 2 in here. This is a reusable microfiber towel. These are not liquid or gel, they are actually toothpaste tablets, easy to pop in and then brush the teeth. Really nice to have handy. This is a collapsible water bottle. Love to have this on the trip. So then once you get through TSA, you can pull this out and fill it up. Also great for day trips, where if you do find some nice filtered water or a water fountain that you feel comfortable drinking out of in Europe, water spout, then you can have this handy and open it up, all right? Element to keep me hydrated on the plane, some greens if I need those or I'm feeling like I need those. Easy to put up front, mix with some water you get on the plane, chug that down. Hydration, it's important, all right? Bottom mesh pocket. This is a backpack, like a day pack. Great to just have in the pack so I don't have to bring this one if we're going out on a big trip, but we can toss stuff into or bring a few things for the kids. So this is going in the bottom. I won't need it on the plane. We have our universal adapter, charger. Got to bring these if you're going overseas. Put that in the bottom if we need it. And then, not supposed to rain, but this is a tiny compact travel umbrella. Quick interruption, there's no sponsored content because we're not quite big enough, but we do have a newsletter. My wife Allie writes an amazing travel newsletter. It's free to sign up. It is called Booked It on Points. It's all about how to use points and miles to get to places for cheap. She also has a great section called the Well-Informed Traveler, which keeps you up to date on the latest and greatest travel news. I'll put the link in the description. Highly recommend you signing up. All right, so we got our top mesh pocket and our bottom mesh pocket packed out. Still room in here if I need to throw any other tech gear or gadgets in there, but that's kind of how I like to organize. Stuff I might need in flight, stuff I will not need in flight down here. So if you unzip the mesh part from the top and the bottom, folds open. Whole nother compartment back here. I got a couple ideas for this area, but it needs to be more of a flat pack. So these are two thin long sleeve hoodies in case I want to get out of the sun or if it gets a little bit chilly at night. And then I love to pack this. This is an Amazon Basics packing cube, but I love to keep some of my shoes separate. So for a summer trip, plain slippers, like so clutch to make you feeling good and comfortable. Good, solid, worn in flip flops, the rainbows. And then it's Croatia, they recommended water shoes. So, you know, got something fun. Slightly extra room in here in case I need it, but this should pack flat in this area too. These I started bringing on trips and they've come in handy once in a while. It's called a snap bowl, kind of goofy, super easy to pack, but I just created a bowl, all right? It doesn't leak. If we wanted to split a salad, if we were out and we wanted to get something to go and they didn't have a to-go thing, if the kids are splitting a little snack, I bust this out, give half to one, half to the other, and then they pack super flat. 1, 2. That goes in the bottom of the bag. And then, you know, hats, because, you know, my hairline's like the worst. So you're gonna fold that over. So you have your easy access mesh stuff here, you have the bottom stuff that you don't need, and then behind this area is kind of that flat pack stuff that I just packed. I won't need that for in-flight, but it'll be great kind of extra space when I get to the location. The bag is getting full, but we have a few things that we cannot forget, tech and toiletries. Here is a minimalist tech pack out. USB-C for almost everything that I have. So 2000 milliamp battery bank from Ugreen. It is heavy and a bit bulky, but I do love to bring this on trips in case I'm in a bind at a cafe. We're not done yet. We still need toiletries in here. This bag is looking packed out, but it's got a little trick. This is actually a 30-liter bag as it is packed right now. If we take this expansion zipper right here, all the way around, we get an extra 5 liters right there. Another cool feature to this bag, the dual zipper on the front pocket, separate compartments. You got a compartment here, just kind of flat pack compartment. And then over here, I love this organization over here, separate compartment from this side. So 2 separate compartments. One kind of going towards the top, one going towards the bottom. And this one has a little storage organization. So I'm gonna have to make a sacrifice here. I like having everything in the tech pouch. I don't think it's gonna fit even with the increased capacity. So I'm gonna take some of the thicker items, battery pack, charging block, and I like having my pen, pencil handy in there. So now this is packed a lot flatter. With the expansion zipper, I think this is gonna fit right here, no problem. Super minimal toiletry kit. We got the kids' toothbrush and a UV light kind of cleaner. So you put it in there and then sanitizes the toothbrush. So that's nice to have. I like to have an eye mask around, toothpaste, shampoo, conditioner, done, soap packets. Really nice, just like a sheet. And then you just dissolves in water if you're ever somewhere where they don't have soap handy, laundry, detergent, because we're going to be doing some laundry. So where's this going to go? Well, let's revisit here where I had a little bit of extra room. So we got the shoes up top, toiletry kit can get tucked right in there. And then this is still going to close. I haven't even gotten to these front top pockets. In this one, I'm going to go with some wireless buds and a 10,000 milliamp wireless charger that I'll have all set up. Then there's a secret pocket back here, very slim form factor. I have 2 things, a bunch of these little compressed towels, so you add water and then it expands into a towel. Easy to have in case there's a mess. Then we have the Nightcore EDC27 flashlight. I know we have flashlights on our phone, but there's a couple different settings. I've used this when I'm traveling. I love, kind of gets really bright if you need it. And then it can also be used as a weapon. If you find yourself in a bind, I like carrying this around at night, especially if we find ourselves out with the kids, just as a little piece of safety and security. A wallet, 24 ounce, sip and chug, goes right in there. This little feature is, it's a little much. That's your luggage pass-through strap. Classic Wandrd, over-engineered, thick, heavy, but good, durable material. In here, you have a secret little stash pocket. So packed out, not much is going to fit in here. So it will slide the passport in and feel like that is hidden and safe. On the water bottle side, you can get access to the actual bag. The other side, same thing. Access to the inside, little mesh pocket if you wanted to throw something in there. It's handy. And then there's another kind of open zip pocket. I love bringing this sunglasses case. Now, The form factor is a bit bulky. I'm gonna see if it fits in here. It's gonna add a little girth to the bag that I'm sure won't be great. Not too bad, but it protects the sunglasses. And what I like about that is if I throw this in the day pack while we're out and about, then I can go sunglasses in there and out. And when I do take it out, if I do just wanna wear these on the plane, this pack's flat. So it's a collapsible case, but I love the flat pack, but ability to not crush the shades. And we will be needing shades on this trip. Here it is, the Transit Travel Backpack, fully packed out. Got the rugged zippers, everything going for it. Waterproof, looks good. I love the green, the olive green. Now, let's see if it's worth over $350. Let's see how it functions. Let's see how it fits in the airplane. Let's see how the bag actually travels. We're at the Dulles Airport Lounge. Here's the bag in action. Little side profile view. Beautiful lounge access. Got to get the lounge. So first piece of the bag I want to talk about in action is this chest strap. All right, I've actually used a little bit because the bag's pretty heavy. There's a nice kind of tear away portion here. It just kind of snaps off. And this side would snap off, and then you can kind of clip back on, adjust. Very nice. Pro tip in the airport, you're gonna want to get your stretches in. I don't care where I am. I'm hitting them with this one. Just start, just as an airport tip, and you just hold it. Get a nice stretch in the front of the hip. You didn't come for these tips, these stretches. You came for the bag, you'll leave with the stretches. The bag is packed out. You know, as you see, it got that extra 5 liters of capacity. Another safety tip, security zippers. So you press them through, then you should turn them, and now they're locked. Thieves can now not get in this pocket. Thieves, they won't be able to break through. It's a cool little feature, but these will always stay unlocked because this will be on my person in an airport. But hey, if I'm on a sketchy subway, which I've known to be on, Colombia got my phone taken from me right out of my pocket. I had my phone. It was like this. Another piece to the bag that I've used, under pocket here, where I'm like, that's kind of silly, but I just threw some carabiners in there. All right, got the Hero clip in there. It's easy access in and out, so anything flat pack you want back there is very nice. This top pocket, I've actually gotten a lot of use of, right? I like the top pocket access, easy with a charger up there, some stuff I need for the plane. Then if you want to go security access on that, since there's not the dual zipper, you could do it off with this zipper, this side zipper, if you bring them both up. So that kind of twists into place, and then you got your locking mechanism. This bag in action, top notch, you know? Rugged, durable. And I got this thing packed out. We have our first major flaw right behind me, the TSA. Kind of see, yes, was going through TSA in Gatwick. It's crazy. The TSA was crazy. We had to take everything out. This fell out of the bag. Yes, it fell out of the AirTag pocket. I'll give you a close-up of the AirTag pocket, but first fail of actually using the bag on the journey. The AirTag falling out of the pocket, not cool. Pack intact, off the bus. But man, that is tight. I'm thinking Allie's gonna win that 0% chance, and I will be able to get this 35-liter packed out under the airplane seat. Packed out, not fitting in the cage. Try to decompress. Try to sneak by. British Airways. Bag allowance, a little more strict than Virgin, I guess. Turns out I was able to get the bag on the flight. Nobody stopped me, and we walked right through. I was just too exhausted to update after the flight. A 12-hour journey. And we have arrived in Dubrovnik with the pack. There she is. We made it. You know, I'm gonna break it down. Had some hiccups. Debrief tomorrow, but we're 24 hours on the travel. Take all this behind me, pack it up real quick, and then let you know how the bag is functioning on the trip. This, I've talked about it before in a few videos, portable sound machine has been awesome. So far, functionality working really well. I thought the packing and unpacking was very easy, especially if I get used to where the compartments are. One negative I'm gonna say is the comfort is not there. Now, I wanna put an asterisk with that. It's different for everybody. I've packed this thing out. This is heavy, not my favorite comfort-wise. functionality as far as inside the bag goes, zippers, durability, all that holding up really well so far. As we continued to travel throughout Croatia, brought the bag on ferries, more buses, and plenty of different Airbnbs. And we ended up back here with the bag emptied out, used and abused. Let's wrap it up. I'm gonna make this quick. There are a few things I love about this bag. Durability. I like the waterproof material. Most of the zippers are AquaGuard. Very nice pulls that you can loop through. This bag will last you a while. My gripes, specifically in this area, it makes the bag feel detached to you. This puts another layer between you and the native part of the bag. So this kind of flap makes the bag feel like it's coming off of you, not as much as it's a part of you. And when you have a really good pack, you feel like it's just really on your back, almost glued to your back. It is too rugged, too many daisy chains, bells and whistles, not sleek enough. But for this specific trip, we were in and out of 5 different Airbnbs on trains, buses, ferries, and airplanes. It felt really good to have a bag that I could just toss around and have no concerns about anything inside or anything outside really going wrong with the bag. What are your thoughts? Do you have a travel bag that is your go-to bag? I'd love to hear about it. If you like this review, I really think you'll enjoy this one where I break down the packed travel backpack, which I absolutely love.